Girl, they said Beyonce and Jay Z is getting divorced, honey. Now, we heard these rumors a couple of months ago. We didn't think they was coming through, but they said that Diddy, he's in jail and he's talking. He is ratting out Jay Z. Everybody keeps saying Jay Z next, Jay Z next. And they said that Beyonce been waiting on this move for a while now, honey, and she is finally making this news. I got this tea from this channel right here. So I want to watch this. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe here at this YouTube channel, The Messy Sweet Spot. I am going to stop and go. That's just how I roll, okay? Don't try it. All right, let's play.
It's like Jay Z and Beyonce are already feeling the heat after Diddy's arrest, because word on the street is Jay Z just met up with a criminal attorney and a divorce lawyer all on the same day. This news just sent the internet into a frenzy. Ooh. Because just after Diddy's arrest, there was word going around that the feds were eyeing Jay Z as the next person to investigate because of his strong affiliations with Diddy and some of the dirty deals that they made together in the past. But no one expected for things to catch up to Jay this early. Everybody thought that the feds would be looking into him after Diddy was tried and sentenced, but considering the fact that he just met up with a criminal defense lawyer, it means the end might be nearing closer than we think. And Beyonce is not waiting around to get dragged along with him. She's reportedly already getting divorce papers together and is ready to disappear once stuff hits the fan. Child, without wasting any more time, let's just get right into it, because the tea is piping hot. Now, as y'all already know, Jay and Diddy were pretty much besties in the industry, and they did everything together. At some point, Diddy even was referring to Jay as his brother. However, right after Diddy was incriminated in Cassie's lawsuit, Jay started distancing himself so the heat wouldn't catch up to him too. But it's too late for all that now, cause this whole mess is at his front door and Beyonce is not sticking around to help him through it. In fact, the rumors about Beyonce leaving him have been going around for a few months now, but everybody thought it was a lie. The rumor was started by the YouTube tea blogger Storm Monroe. According to Storm, he's got several insiders in the industry, and his source, who's actually in Beyonce's camp, spilled some tea exclusive to him, claiming that Beyonce has been gearing up to leave Jay since last November when Cassie filed that lawsuit. According to this source, the reason why Beyonce has been pushing all these products and trying to push albums down folks' throats is because things are about to get really bad, and she's trying to make as much money as she possibly can before Jay is exposed by the feds.
And part of the reason why they're already living separate lives, and we may actually see one of the biggest divorces in Hollywood, is because Jay Z's up next to be exposed. And it's only so much of these stories that Jay Z can, he can pay off or he can block. He won't be able to stop this. And she knows it and he knows it too. As far as who's gonna be the breakout victim / story, I don't know. Yeah, I might have to ask Jason Lee. I don't know. But I'm just letting you know that once that comes out and Jay Z is exposed for his nefarious past, you're gonna see Beyonce divorce him, okay? And she may or may not do an interview, but you're gonna their publicist is gonna release something. She's gonna say, "Oh, the Carters have been separated for some time. They built this beautiful life, blah 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 blah." Now, before all this happens, we may get another tour. We may get another album out of both of them. I don't know, because at the end of the day, they about their money first. They're going to do what's best for business first. As far as Beyonce is concerned, do she love him? I mean, he's really all that she knows.
And when you think about it, it makes a lot of sense.
Ooh, Storm on it, honey. You know Storm don't play. Ooh, honey, girl, ain't this a mess? It's a mess.
Just in the last year and a half alone, she went on a world tour, released her own movie, released a hair care line, released another album, and released a tequila brand, and is reportedly gearing up for another tour. I don't know about y'all, but during the peak of Beyonce's career, she was not pushing out this many projects in such a short amount of time. People believe the reason why she's pushing all this out is because something big is about to happen that will make people side-eye her too. As if this wasn't shady enough, the top topic of Beyonce divorcing Jay came up again when Jason Lee had the audacity to blackmail Beyonce on camera. He threatened to spill some major tea that he had about Beyonce unless she convinced Kelly Rowland to have an interview with him. At the time, a lot of people had no idea what he was talking about, but now people believe it had something to do with her and Jay.
This good internet would go crazy. I'm gonna tell them while Johnny puts a beep over this part of the show, so you'll never know what it is, but I want you to see their reactions, and I'm going to do it right now. Ooh. And that's where I go back to, like, we're friends in the game. We support each other. We help each other out. Can you imagine had I put that on Hollywood Law? Oh, there was one more thing. Beat this, Johnny.
I'm tired of the beeping. I'm tired of this goddamn beeping. Just say what you're gonna say, because I can't hear shit. Okay? We can skip this.
So that in itself, I think Beyonce could have gave me a, you know what I mean? Like, there should be a little love there. Now,
maybe she doesn't know.
Beyonce doesn't know.
Yeah, I don't think Beyonce, and they're not going to share that with her.
Yvette knows. I got the receipts.
Know.
I still have the
People
receipts. Yvette know I got the receipts. I got them. Now, if I get that message to Beyonce,
yes,
I can get it to I'm connected. I could get the message to Beyonce.
She needs to know.
And I think people like her publicist, who I love, and I'm just being critical. That's just what I do. You know that, Yvette. We're trying to book Kelly Rowland right now. Now, if I don't get Kelly Rowland because I say this about, then it's gonna be a problem. Then I'm putting out receipts. The receipts I just told you about, then I'll put those out.
Fast forward to a few days ago, after Diddy was arrested, it was revealed that Jay Z was already shaking in his boots and allegedly met up with a defense attorney and a divorce lawyer. This tea was spilled by the popular Twitter page NT Lawyer when they tweeted, "A two for today for Jay Z. He met with a criminal defense attorney and a divorce attorney." The details of this meeting were not revealed, but it's safe to assume that it wasn't nothing good. He knows this mess is closing in on him, and that's why he out here meeting with these lawyers to prepare for what's coming. And when it comes to Beyonce, people actually believe that she was blindsided by Jay Z and probably didn't know about his dirty dealings until Diddy was incriminated. These rumors started after Beyonce's ex-bodyguard revealed that Jay keeps Beyonce hooked on nose candy and other substances so he could manipulate and control her.
Man, yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She been on them for a long time. And you keep her that way.
As if that wasn't bad enough, there have also been speculations of Jay grooming Beyonce and turning her into his cash cow by allegedly pimping her to industry executives. What makes this even worse is that Jay was pushing 30 when he began courting Beyonce, who was just 18 at the time. Mind you, Beyonce never really had much of a social life growing up. She was tied into her career right from when she was a teenager and only had one boyfriend in high school. People believe this is why Beyonce stayed after Jay Z cheated on her. He's the only man she's known since she was 18. Her entire career is centered around him, and she's built a whole family with him. She doesn't even know what it's like to be a woman on her own without him in the picture.
Like how? I feel like she never got to experience life with the different types of people, and the fact that he was so old, low-key, I feel like the only way she expresses herself is through her music. And like I don't know them obviously, but I'm just saying, just like by seeing the age gap and what happens between that age gap, she never got to live outside of him.
The rumors about him allegedly pimping her out got out a few days ago when DaBaby spilled the tea about the time that he and Beyonce had met with Jay at a private industry meeting at Diddy's house. According to DaBaby, Diddy had kicked everybody out the house so he, DaBaby, Beyonce, and Jay could have their privacy to do their own thing.
Beyonce, I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020, you know what I mean? And Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people, he had put them out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Mm-hmm. Me and, you know, maybe about 15 others, you know.
Right.
Jay Z and Beyonce being you know, 2 of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put it into perspective of the type of company I was in at the moment, you know. And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had to. Beyonce, cut it out. But I'm a big fan of your work, you know what I'm saying? Whoop the whoop, and that was just dope. That was dope as hell to me, man. That was dope.
As if that wasn't bad enough, it turns out Beyonce was not the only underage girl Jay was messing with. There have already been reports about him dating Foxy Brown when she was just 15, and he was already a grown man. He allegedly promised her a successful career in Hollywood and ditched her the moment he was done and paid her a bunch of money to shut up about it. This was later confirmed by Jay's longtime friend and ex-business partner Dame Dash during an interview with Nick Cannon.
At what age was Foxy Brown signed? I wasn't paying attention to Foxy Brown. But I didn't sign Foxy Brown.
I know you.
I'm
just asking a question.
Because I'm on the block. I'm responsible for everybody.
You the boss.
Yo, don't beat around the bush. Say what you want to say.
I'm just asking.
What do you mean by that question?
I was just asking.
What are you insinuating?
I'm not insinuating. I just asked the question.
I
thought Foxy was like 16. That's all I'm saying.
It sounds like you.
All I'm saying is in this industry when we live in these glass houses.
It seems like you got a question for Jay. Ask him. Y'all keep asking me questions y'all want to ask him because he ain't here. Ask him. I ain't got with that, and I don't even know nothing about that.
Y'all realize how similar this is to what Diddy did to Cassie? He started dating her when she was just 19 years old and promised her a career in Hollywood, only for him to put her through hell. And let's not forget how Jay was still actively associating himself with R. Kelly around the time that Kelly was exposed for all that terrible stuff. He even made a joint album with him called The Best of Both Worlds and performed with him multiple times, knowing full well what Kelly was doing to them girls. Child, the signs were there from the start, but people kept overlooking it because they thought Jay was a saint. Whole time he was going Beyonce's back to mess with people like Diddy, and now he's trying to get away with it. As usual, people had their own thoughts about this. Like this person who said, I think Jay Z and Beyonce are next. I don't think Beyonce's a victim. I think she's his partner in crime. Beyonce is an adult who's well aware of the activity her husband is involved in. Another person said, Beyonce should divorce Jay Z before the feds finally get to her shady man. Imagine drowning with the man who cheated on you. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all...
Girl, what do y'all think about this? Did y'all enjoy the show? Okay, so make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And let me know who else do y'all want me to react to, okay? Love y'all, and I'll see y'all on another video. Bye.